No, there's somewhere.
Matt, go to the bookcase and get me 15 pulse pieces.
Wait, I'm confused.
He's going to jerry-rig some shit together, make it work.
And I also need the walls.
You're probably gonna want all of them, so here you go.
Try to keep the stuff together so we can put it back.
Ooh, yes, not the puzzle pieces I was thinking of, but you know, they don't want it. Ooh, they will. They will. We can't go straight. We can't go live yet. I gotta make it back.
Did that.
He's already live.
Well, we're putting together.
He told me to.
So.
We didn't even do the whole welcome. Hey, this is you.
This
Your
is-
shit truck.
He
shit
told
truck.
me to do it. He just said go. I mean, he said go. I couldn't go.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome again to Toby's Tavern and our debacle of what we call Dugeons and Dragons. Okay, so now you are privy to our setup phase because our tech guy over there.
Hey, don't blame me. You're the one who told me to go. He's got a point. Yeah.
He was premature.
The DM said. DM did say. DM says go. You go.
I'm pretty sure he got dropped on his head a few times.
Right.
It's not same. I mean, you know, and we know you dropped on your head. I mean, crap. That
Yeah.
Open your mouth. Oh, snap! He hit a rock.
Hit more than a rock.
He
I
hit
fell
the
off a
boulder.
2-story building and then.
Landed on the railing instead of the water.
And then in D&D, I belly flopped the water.
Yeah,
Drown.
Slammed into some friends and.
I didn't get slammed into any friend. That was my enemy. And you were wrong, friend.
What are you doing?
I'm going to make a tomfuckery situation.
Please don't.
Oh yeah.
I love the
Oh yeah. We're making a tomfuckery situation. For the simple fact is, we have discovered what we've discovered,
Mm.
and it's all thanks to you.
Me?
Yep.
I was searching the buildings to get.
And again, it's all thanks to you.
Everybody's welcome.
Well, if you hadn't have done that, he'd have been.
Yep. And on top of that, we have
Hi, Death.
Whoa.
How are you doing there, Death Warden?
Daddy. Come join us.
Oh no. What happened now?
Oh no.
No.
Well, hello, Death. How are you all?
So far, so good. Yeah, love it. We'll throw that. That'd be good.
You know, it occurs to me.
Yes.
What?
Sometimes I. Hard. Because
It happens.
I don't think we're dealing with a lot of water.
well, we got to make it back to the water.
Good point.
We have to go across land to get back to the sea. And there's nothing saying that bad things don't happen.
You mean our giant ass ship?
Yes.
Well, that was another discussion that we should have. And the world is wrong with our mixed arm recaptured device.
What?
The audio mixer armor.
Ghost. It's all his fault. He did something stupid.
You see it?
Yep.
Yeah, that.
That's there on purpose.
Okay.
That shows you how many octaves or stuff like that you're going.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
you notice that I increased the text size by a lot?
Yes, I see that.
I tired of not being able to see
We know. Your age is catching up to you.
it.
Good enough.
Not in that conversation.
We're making our way back to the giant ship.
In that conversation. Hey, damn.
Because remember last time I kind of made it huge? Because I was trying to shrink it and accidentally made it huge.
I left it over there for y'all.
Oh, I thought Jay was
I
talking.
have like
No, this is
like
mine.
books here.
Oh, that's yours.
That's
Okay.
I've got like 1 book, 2 books, clipboard, tablets,
check that
the Dungeons Master Guide over here. My
You
question,
still have my pen, Donkey?
Pen.
My freaking
Your pencil?
pencil, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I'm going to calculate my experience while we're waiting on this.
I'm not yet.
Well, I was tired of shit, so. I'll do that later.
No.
You didn't kill anything yesterday.
But then how did I get 20 experience?
You didn't kill anything.
Yeah, I did.
Yesterday? What are you on about?
Well, okay.
Yo, what?
Sorry.
That's what I'm talking about Friday.
Last day we played.
It was Thursday.
Her. I'm doing good, Deb.
That's pretty easy.
I'm
Doing good.
confused. I'm thinking that y'all played another session without me and I didn't know about it.
Yeah, we completely just ignored you.
Because I know everyone was like, yeah, let's play Friday. And then tech guy was like, nah, I got something I gotta do. He was like, oh.
Yeah.
You bailed on us.
I have my own shit.
We always
do.
He's a dirty little man.
I mean,
I have my own shit. I got stream too.
I can't say anything. I don't know how many times I bailed, so.
Well, yeah. Where to, my lord?
That's a lot way more than me.
I can't say anything, so.
Alright. What I do with the
What did I do with the? I don't know.
You put them on the floor somewhere. I remember you grabbed them and looked that way.
I'm trying to make our way back to the ship. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are on our way.
So is the ship where it's at? We're just gonna use that as like display or
The
is...
wall there.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, so that would be
It is where it is.
That'd be right there.
Because we're going to go ahead and skip a whole entire distance. Because Captain Fluffy
Got bloody new shit.
and I have talked about something. So we have decided.
Well, you have decided.
Be better. I was asking a question.
Don't touch my pieces.
Okay, look, y'all only have one direction at this point in time.
You mean to move all them off?
No,
No.
that's our crew.
That's
Okay.
the crew to the ship. Dumbass.
Well, technically we only have 2 crew members.
Don't forget, you have to
You're
go
correct,
with him
but-
first, mate.
Old pirate merchant
over
of the,
here.
of the barbarians. Yo ho ho! and
He's not a pirate, remember?
He's a pirate.
He's a merchant on a pirate ship.
But he's not a pirate.
He's a pirate.
He's a merchant on a pirate. Yeah. Feel about that.
He can argue that all he wants, but he fails.
But he
I'm the merchant.
He's the merchant of the pirate ship.
I'm trying to help you, merchant.
Shut up.
He's not a pirate.
Shut up.
No, he's a pirate.
He's pirate.
He's a pirate.
Damn donkey.
He's a pirate.
Oh!
I'm not a pirate.
I'm on. You are a pirate. I put it in quotation. Pirate merchant. Okay, so without further ado, and you have to forgive us. We're here a little earlier than we normally would be, so we're a little slow mentally at the moment. You can laugh at that in the comments if you feel like it.
I'm always low mentally.
So they're disturbed mentally. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Definitely.
Of course, you're Captain Fluffy here, DM, also the Mystic. To my left is our resident barbarian pirate merchant of death. Devil Dog and his barbarian totem, warrior.
Damn it.
To my right,
Dang it.
donkey and his Saiyan / monk creature thing in person. And to his right, the captain of the ship and the resident fighter Goliath. And to his right, our tech guy and associate NXD Ghost, his wizard Turtle. So without further ado, we're going to get into this mess. The last time, party discovered that the village that they were going to bring this shipment to get paid for had been wiped out. So now, with new information denoting that the shipment belongs to the Lord of Neverwinter and that the person who was stealing it was the Lord of Waterdeep, the party is on their way back to Neverwinter to try to negotiate, see if they can get this contract rescinded for the Merchants Guild so it doesn't end up on their record. And of course, during this whole debacle, the barbarian over here has been having strange visions of
I forgot we were going to do that.
yeah. Basically, the mystic's mindfuckery with the barbarian has made him start seeing weird visions of shit.
Oh, crap.
Which is not going to be prevalent right now, but it will be
Well,
Worse than cannonballs?
oh, worse than cannonballs.
worse than cannibals.
Because, I mean, we kind of did your little bit of storyline. We did a little bit of Ghost's storyline. We haven't quite
Ghost
touched
hasn't.
no.
I haven't done my storyline.
He's not going to.
We joked
The
about
only
it.
one who's done storyline is him.
We joked about his mama being the Big Island, but that's about it.
Me.
Yeah, because you.
Oh,
you
yeah,
had a
yeah.
little thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It wasn't even Ghost that we talked about. It was
You
a
went
little
over
bit about you and a little about.
break thingy.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
So.
He's had more backstory than anybody because he had his moment with the whole
Yeah.
kill his dude,
Yeah.
kill all the village ladies and stuff, and then the ship.
I figured might as well. Might as well eke it in when I can.
Well, and that's kind of where I'm going. Is we don't exactly have a direction right now.
So it's kind of like
Well, we do. If you think about it, we do. But
we got to get back to the ship and regroup.
I hate to pause. I have to. I gotta make a run to the store.
I was gonna say he needs to go to the little girl's room.
No. My brain is not functioning on a higher level right now.
I might want to pause this. We will be back in about 20 minutes. Apparently, we are not all together.
other
And-
equivalent
And I was
information.
pretty sure that
He's
everybody had
Don't worry,
agreed-
he's back.
Hello. How are all of you? Yeah, I had to go to the sorry. My
Ghost is a motherfucking shit truck.
Hello.
we're gonna fire him. He's not getting paid extra anymore.
Hey, that was beautiful.
I'm gonna have to look online and see about hiring another tech guy.
It's okay. I'll learn.
Well,
My $10 a month subscription to the you know
You're paying for him as much as I pay
educational
for
fund
Spotify.
is beginning to be a little.
okay, that was great. That was great. I'm sorry, but that was fucking funny.
Oh my goodness.
I'm got cotton candy.
Shut up now, Ho.
You want some?
Okay, so I was gonna have a discussion with y'all game related, but not playing related. Okay. So I was thinking about something.
Well, we're stuck now, brother. I'm sorry, but
They keep doing this to me. It's not fair. I'm not set up. I'm not ready to go, and I keep having to talk to y'all and try to get my own stuff ready. These but much for players that I have.
I got caught good.
Yeah,
Shut
that's
up,
about what he thinks like too.
I haven't had my candy since I was like 5 years old.
I just don't.
I'm good.
I can't. I'm one of him. I can't really
Yep.
do this stuff. It doesn't play well with me.
It's not the best.
Should
have grabbed the pink one.
Okay, so we have
Oh.
determined that we've got to make the Neverwinter and discuss things with them. Depending on what the party's decision is going to actually be when they get there and deal with this.
I'm gonna need your help first, mate.
shut
No,
up
he can talk his
and
dialogue.
let the DM discuss what's going on first. We don't need to confuse our viewers on what's going on.
Okay, so the long and short of it is we have evidence of who was stealing the cargo from the town or apprehending it. Either way you want to put it, same thing, same issue. Apprehension just sounds better. We know who was actually buying the shipments and sending them to the town, which is Neverwinter. The company used to ship it was the company we were working for, which was the Merchants Guild. So the conundrum the party faces right now is they cannot complete the job for the Merchants Guild. It cannot be completed because the person they were supposed to deliver to is dead. So now, they have a couple of options as to what they can do, depending on how they want to do it and how the rules work for them. Please don't do that.
I'm trying to fix the picture.
It's fine. The thing doesn't have a setting. It has on and off.
Well, I'm trying to fix the picture. Leave me alone.
Anyway, I swear he's more restless than a kid in a candy store.
There we go.
All right.
Yes, there we go.
So to lay out the options for the viewers, in case y'all want to do like a poll or a vote, or maybe want to give the party members some suggestions as to what you think they should do, I'm going to lay this out real quick. So everybody watching, please pay attention. I know my voice doesn't carry as well as I would like it to. One of these days we're going to find a way to get a different mic in here and not get it to reverb.
Get separate mics or get.
Yes,
No
well,
mics.
we've had that situation
Get the
before, and
DM
they end up
his own
reverbing
personal.
back and forth, and you end up with like an echo.
No, I was talking about
Soundproof the
the.
walls.
Lapel mic.
I know what you're
Getting
talking
you a
about.
lapel mic.
We did it over there at
Smiley.
Smiley's
We
that one
didn't
time.
use the lapel mics. We used.
We did. I used the lapel
Sure.
mic.
mic.
I had the lapel mic on,
You had the lapel mic on, but it was too close to the actual mic.
but that's what I'm saying. We'll have to get one and try to work out the echoing issue. Anyway, so I apologize for not carrying as well as some of my players here. But the long and short of it is they can go to the Lord of Neverwinter, negotiate, explaining that the people are dead, and that possibly they gave the goods to them before they died. They just tried to save them, and they couldn't save them, and there's that whole route they can run.
Are we live?
Well, I mean, that's
Either way, we're
still
lying.
technically a lie.
Either
Either way
way,
they
we're
go,
lying.
they got to lie to the guy.
The way that
One
I was
got
going,
more evidence to back it than the other.
the way that I was going, we have more evidence to that. So,
And another thing, guys, we got to work on the talking over one another thing,
Yeah.
especially when we get excited. Because watching some of the other videos we've done, there's quite a few spots where we get excited, start interrupting one another, and we can't understand what either party is saying.
I was gonna suggest if we do this to the king. I was gonna suggest we do this to the king. We do a Black Ops style thing, if you'll let us. What I mean by that,
Reword that, please.
explain it. Basically, if we do this whole thing with the king and be like, hey, if we can keep this under the low and we can deal with this on our own,
Yeah.
is there a way we can be able to deal with it without having to show any worry between the two kingdoms?
Okay. So I'll explain this as the dungeon master, not as the mystic, and as a team member. I want to explain this as the dungeon master. At this point in time, you can choose not to show the Lord of Neverwinter the evidence that the other Lord is involved in stealing his shit. That is possible. You can not show him, and him not know that the other Lord is the one stealing his shit. The only thing about that is you lose a card to play when you're trying to negotiate the group's control over the area. Because part of the best way for y'all to convince him to let you have that town is to prove that you're valued, that you can return his money. He's lost a lot of money in this town, so you're like, we can defend it, right, from this Lord for you. We can rebuild it for you. We can go through all this, and we can make it profitable for you.
Oh, I was gonna do with it. We do the whole thing about showing or telling the king of what's been going on. At the same time, also be like, if you want, we can go and handle this ourselves without having to get his kingdom like that involved.
You're not wrong. It can be done that way. But are we strong enough to do that? You're messing with the Lord. That's a high-level, insanely powerful, super deadly individual by himself. That's not including the amount of military power he possesses outside of that.
Which we are.
That's why that was more of a side note for later.
would you say his guards would be somewhere around
I would
level
say we go
7,
find-
8, somewhere around there?
Well,
I was gonna say to find somebody who can help us outside the kingdom.
now, well, here's the thing, right? The whole reason the party is at level 4 currently and not level 5 is because we're trying to build up our ability to acquire funds and materials, our reputation. We're not at the point in the area to have enough influence to drastically change the dynamic of the area, the economy, the power struggles. We're not at that power level. This is just something as a note. This is an event that has happened that may give you some standing with one of the more powerful individuals. Not like a super amount of renown, like you can't really push him around or ask him to do anything big, but you could negotiate a little more control. This is like a step up. Y'all are, pirates. You don't have a social standing. You do jobs for these people. And that's what your whole reputation is based on, is how much work you do. If you get this town and you get it built up and you get it to work, then you'll have titles. You'll be lords in your own right. You're not at that point in the story at this point. You have not worked hard enough or done enough jobs to gain enough reputation to be trying to stand toe-to-toe with any of these lords.
I say we go with this plan then.
Just for, I know that's a little bit more information than I probably should give them. I understand that. At the same time, if you don't explain these things at some point, they don't understand what they can and can't do.
Well, and that's what I was getting at is I kind of threw a hiccup.
I guess I can get your thoughts on it.
Gus kind of did something that's like, why? Anyhow, there's a hiccup, okay? And I really, really wish that I could discuss this off screen, but this little spot right here, there, Mr. DM.
Going down.
Yes, there's there.
Okay. I wasn't, you keep going. Well, I was letting you know. This little spot right here, I threw in
That's stairs.
as a hiccup for us.
Y'all gotta
So-
keep in mind not to get ahead of yourselves.
My character doesn't know it's
We are traveling through the woods
None of us know it's there.
back to the ship.
I'm giving it to the DM as
I'm not saying we
a
won't, but we do got to keep in mind that we are trying to get back to number one to keep things rolling.
right, but that's my point though. We are trying to get back, and we did skip the whole entire section of wide open spaces to get back to our ship. So this little hiccup right here.
Okay, so let me break this down for you from my mental perspective real quick. If we skip the whole wide open space to go back to the ship, then we skip all the stuff that's out here.
We're trying to get back to the ship is what I'm getting at.
You just literally flipped your statement. Okay. Bear with me here. You said originally skip to back to ship. Now
We're trying.
we're trying to get back to the ship. That's the
But
difference.
instead of leaving the city and throwing something there in between, I'm throwing something at us as we are going to the ship.
right before the ship.
Well, y'all know.
Exactly. Right before the
Well, there's
ship.
a possibility you won't run into anything.
That's why this little spot right here,
Is it relevant?
yes, it is irrelevant.
But if some of us decide to make it not,
It depends on what you roll. I'm just trying to make sure that the viewers are up to speed on where we're at. And we'll keep jumping ahead.
How deep is that wolf pond?
oh, don't do it, Ghost. Don't.
If you're wondering, we're waiting on him to finish writing a note. He's going to send to me, which I'm going to have to read and understand. Individual that you need to look for. That does not require combat. Which we have not discussed as a narrative yet. You have visions, that's as far as we've got. We've not discussed the visions, what's in the visions, or what you got to find out of the visions to hunt the said individual. That is not a mission. No, not yet. That will become a mission once we deal with the current situation. Because we basically have cargo sitting in our ship, which means we can't get anything or put anything in our ship because our cargo is full. We have the full half a ton cargo that we can hold in our ships. We can't hold anything else in our ship right now.
Until we get rid of that.
Until we get rid of that. We have essentially the ability to gain a bounty on our heads that we do not want to have, because once we have that bounty on our heads, we cannot deal with any And I say any and all trade, period.
We are basically
We can't buy or sell any goods because the merchants guild is in control of all of that. And if we owe them money,
and they're going to be
we're not going to be able to buy, sell, and trade anything in any
We'll
town
have to turn into dirty pirates.
in Neverwinter. Yeah.
We'll
be over here doing some real sketchy pirate shit if that's
stealing and
okay.
pillaging stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take out ships.
Which we already did, but we're going to do it on this. Yeah.
We got to roll to see if we're gonna. That's the thing. Random encounter rolls. Depends on the general roll of the party. If the party all rolls and we roll in between. Basically, 1 to 15 is gonna be. Now, I gotta. We should try to figure out a better way to do that roll. But 1 to 10 is combat, and 10 to 20 is not combat.
1 to 10 is combat, 11 to 20 is no.
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
Waiting on barbarians.
Well, technically, is it my turn?
No, we all got to roll.
Because it's a new encounter, it's a new whole new thing.
We haven't even we're not even rolling for initiative yet. We're rolling to see if we run into combat first.
I have an 18.
2.
15.
Well,
Wrong dice.
most of us. What's happening?
Look right, damn it. 3.
I got 2. 3 out of 2.
Oh. What do you got?
18.
Well, 3.
15.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Majority's over.
Yeah, but
The majority is over 20 or over 10.
Yeah.
So that means no combat.
Yep.
So that's our first day. We're back at the ship.
I had an 18.
Over.
Majority has to have over 10.
If the majority is over 10, then we don't have combat.
But 3 of them had over 10.
yeah, there's no combat. We go straight back to the
That's
ship.
what I'm saying. Listen
There's
to
no
what I'm
combat.
saying.
Oh.
1 to 10 is combat.
All right.
Over 10 to 20 is not combat.
Oh, backwards. My bad.
We're all rolled
so
over.
here's my question.
Okay.
Could we take the 3 lowest rolls and put them at the beachhead? The 2 highest.
No. We're traveling as a party at this point in time. We are not in a city. We are not in a combat.
I did have a really good setup.
I understand, but no.
All right.
Because we still got to roll 2 more times for random encounters while we're on the ship.
I got you.
Because we've got 2.5 days worth of travel now.
That was a damn good map too.
I understand.
Part.
That's why.
I had some,
That's why I'm
I had
wondering why
some really good
we're putting
shit
together.
planned.
I didn't stop you.
Yes,
But-
I know. We had some really good shit planned.
Well, I mean, I like doing my random encounters too, but at the same time, we do have a lot of ground to cover.
We do.
And you also got to go through negotiations.
Woohoo.
All right, throw the ship in the middle of the map.
What in the world are you doing now, bro? Where's our chat room?
There it is.
Okay. I didn't make the crap big enough for I can read it. I know it doesn't.
Is that even devil dog on the table?
It's fine.
Devil dog.
Looks good.
Sure.
Okay. Angles and shit.
Okay, so while we're aboard our ship, I want y'all to keep in mind that we do have a magical forge on the ship. The ship. We do have armor in our cargo that belongs to somebody that we don't really want it to belong to. So during our 2 days of travel, my suggestion to the party is, depending on how the rolls go for the next 2 days of random encounters, we could either spend 2 days of downtime or 1 day of downtime working on fixing this armor to where it doesn't have logos on it, or we can fight combat, because it's going to be whether we do it or don't.
I need an arm.
That's another project they've got to
Yeah.
work on. Now that's going to be between Devil Dog and NXT Ghost, because I think that was their collaboration plan. If I'm
That
not
was just
mistaken,
me.
right?
It was just Ghost.
It was just no Ghost.
We all discussed it. It will probably
No,
be better.
me and him
No,
discussed something else.
that was all just Ghost.
Me and him fixing it all.
We left it with him as the situational awareness.
Well, I just knew y'all discussed it. Y'all didn't tell me what the discussion was about, and I didn't ask, so I just knew it was y'all.
And that's pretty much what it was, Bob. There was no real discussion behind it.
Anyway, oh,
Hello. Hi, Miss Ty.
hello.
Hey, baby.
All right, so the question is, how do y'all want to do this? This is essentially downtime / random encounters. So how do you want to spend your time? If you get it.
Well, I'm not a blacksmith, so I can't do anything like that.
I need an arm.
I'm going to take my downtime
If you get it.
and my fifth
Well, you get
of
we
the
get 1 day of downtime because we made it through the woods and young without encounter.
and my fifth of the armor and melt it down.
We've not discussed that yet. It's not been discussed to break it up or sell it or anything.
Yeah, I get it.
You'll have to have that discussion.
I thought we had that discussion the
No.
other day, but anyhow, we're gonna do this. So we are going back to Neverwinter with a cargo of armor and swords that Baldur's Keep has been stealing.
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep has been stealing, but we can't sell it.
At the moment,
and
no.
we can't exactly
Give it back either.
give it back.
It's priceless.
Change the insignia.
Well, it's not priceless.
It has a value.
It's in the air. So what do we want to do? Do we want to keep a hold of it until we get back to Waterdeep and find out if we sell it or not, or do we want to keep it, do what we can, and sell it somewhere else?
Okay. Correction, Neverwinter. Not Waterdeep. We're not going down, we're going up. 2. You have a forge aboard the ship to change the armor while you're in transit if you choose. Okay? That's up to y'all as a group. Y'all have to decide that.
But the only two people who can physically do that are me and him.
Correct. You have to decide that. But it's a party endeavor.
Yeah, because it's
y'all
his name and
Y'all
Well,
took the job
but you also got to think too. It's a 5-person split.
yeah.
So
So
if
we
you
all
choose to
have
do it that way.
decide
hey, merchant,
what we're going to do with it.
I have the idea.
If you choose to do it that way.
If we split up the cargo and we can change out the insignias, put our insignia on them, but at the same time take some of the armor and smelt it down, but also sell the other armor at a higher price, that would also be counted as the cost for what we would have sold it.
But we don't know what the arm. All right, let
You
me
would,
rephrase this.
You would.
We don't personally right now. We don't personally know what the. We don't know what it was that we were carrying.
Right, y'all have not done inventory yet. So somebody in this
So-
party needs
so-
to take a downtime and actually go down there, and it needs to really be him because he's the merchant. He knows the value of these things. That's part of his backstory, his character. He needs to go down into the ship and decide what the worth, the value.
We was told it was like armory and stuff like that. So, but we don't know. At
We
all.
were just
We didn't
told
know
it was
how.
armor.
Yeah. Even if
I do know because I haven't done the inventory, but
We were told it
Y'all
was
have-
armor and weapons that we were taking down.
we don't
and
know
then
if
y'all-
it's axes,
we
swords.
don't know.
If it's just if it's full plate armor, if it's leather armor. Don't know any of that.
Well,
He does. We don't
correct.
We never bothered to,
give a shit.
Well, you don't.
any
you
of
don't
us
check
bothered
the
to
cargo.
roll to see if we were going to look at it or not.
When you're shipping cargo for other people, you don't check the cargo. You just deliver it.
Yeah. So give it.
So, with that being said, so do you want to use your downtime for this one day to go investigate the cargo and see if
Yeah.
there's any? Okay, so your downtime's done. Now, what are y'all gonna do?
I'm gonna wait on what he said.
Okay, so you're
What?
just gonna spend your downtime doing nothing.
No, I'm gonna.
Well, you have to keep in mind that right now each of you have 1 day of downtime. He is using his downtime to investigate the cargo. We currently do not know what the cargo is, so what do you want to do with your 1 day of downtime?
I am going to read up on a book.
Okay.
On how to fix a new arm.
Roll 2d20s. 1d20 is to see if we have a book of that caliber.
3 and 8. Oh.
You have no book. There is no book on the ship that gives you any information whatsoever about an arm.
And no hoe gets no art.
All right,
Yes.
so Captain,
You figure more of that dragon meat.
Huh? Dragon meat?
Dragon mead.
Oh,
so he's going to be drinking on his day off. All right.
I can't exactly drink, so I'm just gonna try to get us everywhere without
Okay,
dying.
so he's just going to make sure that they don't run into too many problems, hitting giant land masses in the water,
Yeah.
run into an island or three.
Good thing I don't want to be the Titanic. Impossible.
Oh, you're on your first heart
Too
for
ready.
right now.
All right.
18.
I,
Sam,
as someone who is
Okay.
beaten and withering away,
Rest time.
I'm going to spend my 1 day to rest so I can heal up and get my key points back.
good point. So that means the rest of you do not get rest.
Oh, I'll go get rest once I pass out.
Well, no. Keep in mind what he just said. He took rest. He gets all his HP back, all his key points back. Y'all don't.
I couldn't exactly help that. There's got to be someone to wait to keep.
You,
the
you
ship.
have you have to captain the ship. The ship does not captain itself.
Yeah, it's not self-driving, so I'll take that.
And you got fruit
The
eggs.
captain can.
You can delegate that job to one of the crew if you
Yeah.
feel like it, but do you really want to trust your crew to captain your ship?
To get back part of my HP, yeah.
I mean, yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
All right, so the mystic being the mystic, is going to let's see here. The mystic feels like he needs to search the space beyond his external wisdom, his knowledge of prior stuff, because he's attuned to a different plane of existence, which is why he's nuts. He's going to search those other planes for information to help the Satan. The mystic also has some skill with stuff. So,
Making it quick.
a bunch of stuff already knew.
You rolled a 10.
That's why I said it's not like it was useless, but it was like I just realized a whole bunch of crap already.
Yeah.
So pointless. So now everybody get your 20 out and prepare, because we're gonna roll up on day 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me get my lucky one.
Now, of course, you've been to the belly of the ship. You know the value of the items there. La-di-da-di-da. Man, this thing rolls rough. 12,
19.
12.
I got 19.
19.
19.
Well, we shot over a 10 across the board, so it's a whole nother day of downtime. This is our second day at sea. We have about a half a day left before we hit Neverwinter. So,
Merchant. Do you know what the
What do I do?
you pretty much know everything. You know the value of the armor. You find out that it's chainmail. We have 18 suits of chainmail.
Shit.
So they're 75 gold each. It's pretty hefty, all things considered.
Pretty damn good.
How much each? 75
75 gold each. Now, again,
Right.
it's not a divisible number by 5. It's 18. So, the way I figured it, and this is me personally, right? Not really discussing the whole thing, because the Mystic's not intelligent like that.
Fair enough.
The Mystic is not the smartest cookie.
Neither am I.
But here's the thing, right? So the armor, to divide this by 5, we need to get it down to 15. So that means we got 3 suits of armor pretty much, right?
There's
Okay.
5 of us.
I got
5.
that.
So
I
it'll
got
be
that.
3 suits each, right?
Well, hey, Mystic.
Can that be correct?
Yeah.
Pretty sure. 3 times 5 is 15.
And the 3 of us get an
So
extra.
3 suits of armor for each of us. So that's 150 gold for each of us if we sell it that way.
Want
Exactly.
some more
Well, it's a little
cannonballs?
more than that. Hold on. Let's. Okay, so I'm making sure my math's right though.
Yep.
Let me double check so I got accurate. I don't want anybody. 75 times 3 equals 225. My bad. 225 gold for everybody here. Once we put in the time, and this depends because the blacksmiths of the party have to put in the work.
Yeah.
So that means this day of downtime, they would have to put in the work, both blacksmiths, to alter this armor for selling value. That also leaves us 3 suits of armor that we could possibly melt down and forge him a metal arm out of. And I feel like that's the way to go. We solve his arm issue, and we'll make a little bit of money in return.
And
Could
then you
add
have
one.
magic into your anvil.
To myself. Because I can wear chain.
Oh, you can do that, yeah. Just take, you won't get 225, you'll get
Right.
150 or something like that.
Right. I might add one to myself.
And honestly, I could say that I might do the same thing because I'm a fighter and I have proficiency in heavy armor anyway. Also, the Mystic,
Right.
whatever. That's why I chose the first 2 levels of fighter as my prerequisite because I realized the Mystic didn't.
Okay, so then we only have one thing of armor that we could melt
Okay.
down into an arm.
No,
No.
you're misunderstanding. It's 3 suits for each of us
Uh-huh.
because we have 3 suits of armor, and I honestly think we should sell them.
Yeah, but there's 3 extra.
It's 3 extra once we're paid our money. 3 for each of us and 3 extra. That was the easiest way to divide it up because
Yeah.
18 is not divisible by 5.
Yes.
So we drop it down to 15, and that's 3 suits for every party member: the Mystic, the Saiyan, the Fighter, the Wizard, and the Barbarian. All get 3 suits.
I was going with the fact that since we have the 3 extra, if you 2 are going to take one to use, and I was going to take one to use, shouldn't we tack on the 3 extra?
You can't wear heavy armor, bro.
I meant for the arm.
Right.
No.
Well, I was figuring that'd come out of yours personally. Because it's reparations. You died. You paid a consequence for dying. You lost your arm. So you'd have to take some out of your pay to get a new arm.
Yeah.
Instead of having 3 suits, you'd have 2. You would just take one and you'd have to pay the blacksmiths, one of the blacksmiths of the party, to make you an arm.
Then we'd have to roll right.
Or we could get the total to regrow your arm back.
He doesn't have that capability at this point.
That he was trying to get the book.
He failed.
And he failed miserably.
Yeah. So the way I figured, because I don't think I'm a blacksmith. I have to check, because I wrote it down, but I don't remember if my character's a blacksmith or not.
You do not.
You're not.
I have carpentry, I have woodworking. That's it. Carpentry and woodworking.
So yeah.
I have a lot.
Well, I'll make sure I write mine down so I know. There's not any fucking unfair judgment there. Y'all choose not to write your crap down.
I do.
I do.
I got all my shit right here.
So who's the blacksmith? 'Cause we should have two.
Me and Big Boy.
Okay, so this is amongst you two. Because we do have armor to alter. Because nobody makes money if we don't alter the armor. Okay? Somebody's got to alter the armor. If you're going to charge for that, then you need to figure out a decent price to charge. And then somebody's got to make his ass arm.
Or I could just go without it.
Hey,
Well, after surgery, the mystic goes, oh, we got to cover up the list of that arm.
He could still
Yeah.
regrow it eventually, couldn't he?
I was gonna say
I don't necessarily know how that works.
But you would lose damage. Because you fight with your hands.
Yeah.
Consider that for a second. Essentially, your damage would be halved if you don't have another arm.
Wouldn't I just roll disadvantage? And that just be
You
it?
want to roll disadvantage?
That's about the only option that I've got regardless.
No. If you get another arm, you don't.
But if I roll bad, I still don't get that other arm.
DM.
You're right, but it's a chance.
I was gonna say for
Because either way, you're expending the metal. You understand that, right? Whether you fail to roll to craft the arm or not, that single armor's gone. One just means you end up with nothing, and one means you end up with something. It's a risk either way. You know what I mean?
We need to title this one Decisions.
Decisions.
I was gonna say I have wood carver tools. I have cartographer. Cartographer maps,
Right, you're not a blacksmith either.
tinker kit, forger's kit, and alchemist kit.
Right, which would not be
Where would this
any
be?
good in any of
Skills
Forger.
or-
It'd be in skills, yeah. Skill
forgeries or wouldn't it doesn't
No.
deal with metal.
Tool proficiencies, none. So you have.
Yeah.
You can tinker
Skills
and make
inside
small
athletics.
objects that perform a simple task.
So you have tool proficiencies.
That's it.
You have to
That's
take,
like-
you have to take.
I'm making wood and arm.
Yeah, I could have done that. I'm a wood carver.
Same.
Why would we do that?
I can still use my unarmored defense with chainmail.
No.
It's not quite.
Don't I already?
Heavy armor.
Don't I
You
already?
lose all bonuses.
Don't I already have heavy armor? Me?
Yes, you're a fighter.
So I already have heavy armor.
You have proficiency in all armors and all weapons.
So I'm just gonna reforge the insignia.
So me using chainmail would
You'd be
be,
no.
be
You-
good.
You're looking for a magical set of like leather, medium light. It's
Yeah.
mostly
Yeah.
light armor, but the last game I'll let you get away with medium, but you actually do not have proficiency with medium. You're not actually supposed to wear
Right.
any kind of armor.
Right.
But we can. There's some pencil whipping you can do for that. Of course, if you don't want to use unarmored defense, you can just wear the plate anyway and get the standard increase. You got to weigh the differences. You know what I mean? Like your unarmored defense may be worth more than the armor itself. What's your AC at right now?
14 last time I checked.
Well, if it's at 14, then the armor will give you a bonus. You'll go up to 16.
Could I use my day of downtime to train fighting with one arm? So that way I may not have a disadvantage? Or
I
it's
can
as
look
a
it up.
big.
I've got it here.
Visible too.
Okay, so it would be worth the transition. You would gain a +2 if you just forego the unarmored defense.
Right, but that's the thing though. I would lose the unarmed defense.
But it's there for armor value. So if you end up with more with the heavy, just put the heavy on. You know what I mean?
Really want to, 'cause
Not
then I
here.
lose. Yeah, then I lose reckless attack and all that.
That's not your character.
Yeah, I do.
Not heavy armor. You don't have to have unarmored defense to accomplish reckless attack. You don't. Look at it. Read it. It doesn't hurt you. In the end game, you can just take the damn heavy armor off and then have unarmored defense. But until your unarmored defense's value is higher than the armor, there's no point. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
It's just a skill that you have that nobody else gets. You take your dexterity and your constitution and your proficiency bonus, and you gain unarmored defense as long as you do not wear armor. But if an armor gives you a higher value than unarmored defense, you might as well wear the armor because it's not going to hurt your movements. You just don't have like.
I'm not looking at movements. I'm looking at the advantage, disadvantage when it comes to attacking enemies.
You will not get disadvantage as long as you're not trying to pull a stealth. Heavy armor, that's why it has the dexterity. You have to have proficiency with the heavy armor to accomplish.
And I get all that. I do.
Not to mention, you don't stealth anyway, like 90% of the time.
No.
The rarity that we end up in a stealth mission, it's like, let's take our fucking armor off and go, boys.
Me and him ain't doing that. We're gonna,
Let's try to fuck it up.
I already don't wear armor.
you three would have to.
Now, if you're wearing like heavy armor and you're not proficient with heavy armor at all, then you end up with a movement impeding.
Right.
That's
I get that. I do.
Right.
But that's not what I'm thinking of. What I'm thinking of is nothing.
Well, he's got plenty of armor to choose himself.
Right.
That's my point. This is like your payment for trying to do a job, but you still got to get away with it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? We've not altered the armor yet. We've not negotiated
How
for
much
it yet.
would all the armor be together? All 18?
Hmm?
How much would all 18 pieces of armor be together?
1,300 and something.
Oh, yeah, but we don't even have to worry about fucking selling it.
Hmm?
He's got more money than that in his bank account.
He's just giving money over.
Yeah, you can. But why would you? You're a fucking pirate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Saying we need to try to sell as much as we can so that way we're not paying it out of pocket.
Don't make my brain hurt sometimes. Look, we're fucking pirates. We're here to make money and kill people.
Not lose 31,000.
We're not trying to pay money.
Same time, I have to have my ideas.
Yes, if we look, I understand your thought
Ideal.
process here, Jay, but listen, we're fucking pirates.
Yes, we are pirates, but my ideals is live and let live.
You've not stated that at all, not once, at all.
Resell just all of it.
Out there.
Live and let live.
Yeah.
Live and let live means you ain't gonna kill a motherfucker if they're not gonna kill you. That has nothing to do with the price of tea in China.
Didn't he kill someone who was innocent like our first play session as well?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He
So that's basically.
Yeah, because it got me thrown in fucking jail.
Yeah, you got thrown in jail because this dumbass killed somebody. I had to negotiate your way out.
People have not used my McPartland for
Oh,
Y'all infuriate.
don't want
He
me
won't let
to
me
him.
use my own 1,300 gold out of my almost 10,000 gold pieces to pay
I
off.
ain't put it in the
If negotiations fail, you'll have to.
Well,
But
technically,
if they don't, then
technically,
why would you?
That's why I
yeah,
want to
exactly.
send it.
Why would we use our own gold when we have plenty of ship gold to do it?
Not only that, but we're fucking pirates. We're not going to hand over gold free willy-nilly.
All right,
We're going to cut our way out if we can help it.
all right. I'm gonna make this simple, easy.
Well, I don't want a fucking bounty on my head.
Just shush.
But we've not even tried to negotiate for it yet. We're not even in Neverwinter yet.
That was the arc because it's already past 2 days.
We're
One
still
day.
aboard the ship doing downtime. We've not
We
set
haven't,
foot
we haven't
in Neverwinter
gone.
yet.
We haven't gone in the second day yet.
All right, still dog.
We
What?
did.
More.
So it's
We are
by the
in
end.
second.
But there's a half a day in between.
DM, me and him both roll. Higher than 10. We smelt all of it in that half day. Make Reese forge all the insignias and call it. Lower, we only do about half of it.
We're not going to try to make you an arm. You're seriously not going to get an
One of
arm.
them-
I would use my day to learn to be proficient with just the arm that I have.
When you fail. Wouldn't you prefer
Don't
one
go.
of them take the chance to make you an arm?
I'll do
You
the
can always take it off as a prosthetic, for God's sakes.
I'll do the arm.
Well, I can always do the arm
Okay.
later too.
Okay, so
Okay.
all right.
Donkey.
So we
just so
got-
you know, I can engrave the arm too.
We ain't even got to the arm yet.
Well, look, no, We are at the arm.
We are.
This is the point where we decide whether or not we're going to change all the armor, cash it all in, and call it a day and make money, or if he's going to make an arm. He wants to try to roll and become proficient with one hand, which is fine.
Same time, with y'all using the magical board for me imbuing your
We can.
with my
In
magic.
time,
Yeah.
but right now he's got to decide.
It's all on Duncan on that one if he wants to.
Are you going to do one arm proficiency?
Yeah.
All right.
As you wish.
It's just gonna make the whole armor thing a lot easier.
Roll.
Let's roll the dice.
So if you play it.
12.
Okay, so. Alright, I'll pass it.
There you go. Ready, Devil Dog?
No, because I'm confused. Because I thought
You've been confused this whole
I
time?
know.
What do you got?
Me and you are rolling.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Damn, I can't carve stuff into your arm now.
I can bank it later.
You can still do it later.
Devil Dog, me and you roll higher than 10. We just smelt all of it and call it a day. Okay?
Right? I think he's
20.
rolling for his thought process.
What'd you get?
11.
I got 20.
No, I got 12.
Well, considering not really altering the armor, you're just removing the insignia and putting hours on. I would say that general use, not really a complicated endeavor. I would say it's a pass. So we have altered all of the armor
Cool.
to where we can sell it.
Awesome.
Now, we've not sold it yet. We are next to our tavern and or blacksmith shop.
I still have
Stick it
done
in
my
the shop.
downtime.
Yeah, we're gonna stick it in the shop, stow the cargo.
Unload that
We
bitch.
don't want to have it when we go to Neverland.
Unload that bitch,
that's
stick it in the
that's
shop.
what I had originally announced before, but
So wait, he's using a piece of the
But
arm.
we've not done it yet.
no,
No.
No.
You're not using the arm?
no,
Good
Oh,
Lord.
okay.
Oh, terrible.
because that's against my character.
We basically just made all of it look like ours.
Did the mist?
We unloaded
And
it.
stowed it.
We unload the shit and it's in our blacksmith shop on the shelves ready to sell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We're
the
moving
only
on.
two remaining downtimes left are yours and mine.
Armor's
What are you
done.
gonna do for your downtime?
No more armor. Anyone want a drink while I'm up?
Please.
I'll take a Pepsi.
Guys,
I've got one, so I'm good.
Can I make a totem of undying? I would.
Devil Dog, you want Mountain Dew or Pepsi?
I have magic.
What does it do? And what does it cost?
Basically, the totem of undying, it basically means I can.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I'll look it up. Don't trust y'all not trying to pull shit over on me.
That's my own thought process, something that I want to do.
I understand. I'm not saying you can't, but I gotta check.
It
That's
doesn't
what Dan
exist.
did. Huh?
It doesn't
No, no.
exist.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
The totem of the undying is an
That's what
uncommon
was there.
combat and it prevents you from dying.
My
all that
thought
was there.
process was to be one of these.
Stop wheezing.
It's too funny.
That's all that
It's
was there.
beer. Drink it. At least it's not Bud Light.
It's too funny.
I looked. They didn't have it.
The-
That was the only thing that was there.
My thing was, if somebody goes into death saving throw and stuff like that, tell them undying activates once and then gets destroyed.
I really don't feel like there's a need for that. Bear with me. Listen. Bear with me.
That's an arm buckle.
Yes, but he didn't die. He fell into the water, but didn't die. We've not necessarily needed to bring anybody back.
But
I've been
I
in
would
death
say it
saving
would be
throw.
one of those things where he wouldn't be completely knocked into death saving throw.
I'm not saying that won't happen, but right now, we
Would
consider
it
it
be-
unlikely.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thought process. You want to hear my recommendation? What about a totem of find the right title for this.
Because the only one that used totems is me.
Totally
It's
different.
part of your class. Anybody can use stuff. He's talking about an actual artifact that he can use to keep people from dying.
There it is.
There's a
Artifact.
difference.
Artifact.
It's still called a totem.
Okay. Well,
Totem of Regency. I don't know.
You're just being difficult.
Make a
I mean,
total point where he can still
use-
use his full
Get your brain right.
power with one arm.
I just rolled for that.
There are several magical
I-
items in the game that have totem in it.
okay. Well, then that's where I'm wrong. But
Okay, so I'm just trying to find the right word for this item.
Magical item.
Yeah, it's a
shut
magic.
up here, boy.
Yes, it's a magical item. Oh, y'all, being difficult today.
Give a description. I'll help you find the word.
Prevents you from going to death signature at least once.
No,
No?
consequence. Totem of consequence. Basically, it keeps you from gaining a penalty for dying. So you don't end up with what happened to him happening again. Where you go into death saving throws, and even though you survive, you end up with lack of HP, lack of stats, lack of an arm, leg, that kind of thing. That I can allow.
I mean, I can do that. I'm wood carver and I have magic.
But the question is, what's the cost? It's got to cost you something.
Then
Can't
go.
be easy. 10 gold for something negates all consequences of death.
Bullshit.
You think that sounds fair to you?
No, that's bullshit.
No.
Can't go. You can survive all by yourself for like 2 years.
No. It's more like a year.
Yeah. Because isn't one gold like a month? Like a month's rent?
Hi, Purple.
What's up?
You are correct. Clear boy.
I learned that from you.
That's why we do everything in gold pieces. And the value of gold in this game is actually undervalued compared to what it really would be. Because if we did proper value, it wouldn't make any damn sense.
So 1,000.
Just say, yeah, just say like 1,000 gold.
I'll roll with it. You have the wood, but I'm going to say that you need to kill some kind of creature or something to give it
So sacrifice?
power.
Bag of tricks.
So basically, I'm basically just carved out the initial stuff on.
Yeah, your magic and your skill at carving has basically told the item what to do.
But it
Okay.
requires a sacrifice.
You have imbued your magic into the item to attune it to you. Right?
Mhm.
Now you've got to find something to actually power the item. So you have it 3/4 complete.
Who wants to go kill an elemental?
You want to power it with an elemental? Might watch that totem burn up in flames before you actually get to use it. Anyway, so
Don't text and drive.
I'm going to be lurking. Okay, cool.
Parking, good. Texting and driving, no good.
So, we're at the tavern. We've got a half a day to burn before we reach Neverland, aboard the ship. Right? Well, actually, I'm wrong. We would have had to pass Neverland and make it back to our place. Shit, I really need to put a pin on the map somewhere so I can keep track of that, because our base is in between. Let's get
I thought it was down further.
No,
No.
it was my
Above.
look. We're running an entire coastline. I get confused sometimes.
Where do you keep your pens?
Right. You know what?
It is. It's in between.
I thought it was somewhere right here.
No, we chose.
No, we're
we
up
chose.
higher.
Yeah, we chose it in between.
Like right here in this. Oh, it was in that little nook right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we need to get a pin and put there so we don't. I don't mess that up again. So technically, no, we have not made it back to.
You
do it later.
You gonna take this red pen and draw a big ass circle on it?
No,
No, we don't ever draw.
no, you do not draw on my map. I'll kill you.
We need a
Yeah,
thumbtack.
we
Well, how about just a piece of a sticky
get it
note?
done later. Oh my god.
I'm gonna poke holes in it instead of drawing on it.
Telling me y'all are doing what happened.
All right, I got you. Hang on a second.
I should have just jumped ahead to Neverland and let you have the discussion with the board.
This right here is
I
safe.
want to see if we can handle some of the issues.
Alright. This is part of a sticky note. That's going where the base is.
Yeah. Close as you can.
Boom. Right there.
That works.
Okay.
So we didn't actually make it to 7. My bad, DM's discretion, I fucked up. Full disclosure, I know you're grinning over there giving me some side-eye bullshit.
So we have a half a day before we get to Neverwinter.
So we have a shit ton of armor in our inventory that has iron insignia on it.
Yes, we've altered the armor, we just need to stow the damn thing. We don't want it roll into port with the dadgum crap.
Well, how about we...
Wait. Hold up.
Okay.
I'm going to roll a perception check for along the coastline to see if there's any buildings or warehouses for sale.
So, okay, I'll roll with that. Go ahead. I like it.
You're the money.
15.
Okay, you found, I'll say, not so oftenly used warehouse along the coast with kind of a small dock attached to it.
Captain, park over there real quick.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Where?
In Neverwinter.
Oh, we're not.
No.
Never went.
Oh my god.
Okay, everybody's fucking confused.
Right here.
Get it.
But right before we get to Neverwinter.
Sounds good.
So say a couple miles outside in there.
Put it right there where the coast hits the road.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm talking about? That little upside down L-shaped nick in the, yes, right there.
There you go.
That's perfect.
There.
Well, that way we don't fuck up our trade routes later.
Right.
So we know
You know
the
what I mean?
big piece.
It's right next to the road. Our base is about a day away from there.
The big piece
It
is
would
the
work.
table, the blacksmith, and the little piece
Sooner
is
or
the
later we
warehouse.
could destroy the freaking storage area and build something there because we would own the property.
Right, but that's the point that is
How much is that going to cost for the warehouse?
Now, is that coming out of the ship's treasury or your personal treasury?
For this use right here, since we're trying to find a place to get rid of the armor quick, I'll just pull it out my own personal.
Alright.
Because
You
it's a
wanna roll-
quick thing.
Alright.
500 gold pieces. Because it's not quite an establishment. Our tavern was an establishment, and that was 1,500 gold.
While we're there,
And the building's already there.
while we're there, can I roll a perception check to see if there's anyone there who could help mend me back my arm?
It's the warehouse in the middle of nowhere.
Dude,
So-
it's basically just...
I understand. I'm asking a question.
You want to
I'm proficient
You want-
with one arm, so it doesn't matter.
You can't mend your arm.
It's just a random warehouse. on the
We
coastline.
found a docked warehouse on the coastline.
Yeah, but he bought it, so someone's got to be there.
Yeah, the previous owner of the warehouse. That's not a healer or a
That's some random...
physician or a
That's some random Joe Schmo, literally.
or what do you call those motherfuckers? Seer
Shaman.
or a shaman. Yeah.
That's why I was
Now,
asking.
you're going to make it back to town. Now, if you'd asked for that question, Neverwinter, there's a chance you could find it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to ask. Oh, that's cool. I could have called me a leg.
We could have a peg leg then.
Now we have a
Okay.
place for the armor to be stored, and hopefully your merchant out there can keep it,
They stowed it.
or be able to keep it, what's for and what for. Booked.
Okay. So technically, we no longer have any of the
That way
cargo.
we know exactly what's
Right.
there.
We
It's
don't
all
have to
stowed
go
down.
all the way back up to the.
All stowed in that warehouse. All right, good.
Okay, so half a day later, because I don't do half day down, we don't do half day downtimes. That means we're not going to do half day random encounter rolls.
We're just gonna sail.
We are back in Neverwinter. We have landed in the city. Do you want to procure a map for the city? I will leave that
Too
to
damn
you.
tired.
We'll dry dock this for now, and we'll put the boat over here.
characters
I might read through the grid.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but It was a pain in the ass to begin with.
I'm putting this over here next to the ship. He can do whatever he wants to do.
One of the U-boats, they go like that where you pass out.
You do look tired.
He looks angry. He always looks angry.
Yes, I do. I always look angry. No, watch.
You know that one map that we like to use for the port town?
Under the ship, under the
All
couch.
all the buildings and
Under the
shit?
couch.
15, 16.
It shouldn't be on the
Not under the
couch. It
couch.
should be on the fucking.
There's no more under there?
Over there.
On the.
Oh shit, no, they're over there.
They're all over there.
Port town, right?
Yeah. One's got the two sides, one's got the water, one's got the.
Shit.
That would be the best one, what do you think?
That's tavern.
I think we've used it for everywhere.
Bingo.
Oh.
This right here?
Neverwinter is the one that we got for this.
Damn,
No,
this one right here?
that's the one we used.
This is Neverwinter. Devil Dog. This is
That
Neverwinter.
one's for-
Here, you set it up the way you want.
Not to mention, we would probably want to get flip back. See if we got one.
No, you don't. The only one you have water on is this one, and then it would be sideways like this.
We do have books for towns, but this is not a town. This
We
is
had books for ports.
we have a port, but it's not big enough. That was for Luskin.
You may keep looking, or is that good?
That's what we're gonna use.
Alright.
It's big enough to be a city.
Now, the Merchant of Death
Compared to
compared to
our-
go talk to the king.
That is the merchant's gimmick in this one. But the captain ain't got no smooth talking in him. The first mate's gonna have to negotiate this. God help you all. So, I'm just gonna narrate this because other than you wanting to find a physician to see if you can get your arm fixed, which is you're gonna have to roll for that, and I'll let you go ahead and roll for that because we're on our way there.
17.
Okay, so you found a physician. You walk into one of the shops and somebody directs you to the right person, and she comes out and she's an older lady, lots of gray in her, real slow. She tells you that it would take her several days of work to work on your arm.
Okay.
It's not a simple fix because she did have it crushed,
Mm-hmm.
flat. Bones, muscle, tendons. That whole mess has got to be reworked, redone, refitted to you. It can be done, but it's going to take 3 days and about $1,500.
Okay. Can I roll to negotiate price?
You can.
Not time, but price. And instead
You
of
still-
gold, I ask for a job.
You want a job instead, so a quest.
Yeah.
You want to try to convince the party to go on a quest to fix your.
Yeah.
Okay. We can roll with that.
That's smart.
Okay.
I
So
wouldn't necessarily do it, but alright, that's good.
we're going to tie this in a little bit, if that's all right with Devil Dog here. So you notice the woman has kind of like an ancient vibe to her. Like you start noticing like the bones and skeletons and different things along the walls and the shelves and stuff. And, through conversation, you realize that she's a type of shaman. And she's looking for a particular skull of a creature that she wants y'all to procure for her. Do you want to go to bed? Okay. And she asked if y'all can hunt it down and bring back the skull. Do you accept this quest?
What do
That's
you
up
guys
to you.
That's up to you, man.
Okay. Do I get my arm? Do I have to do it one armed?
Yeah.
And I don't know what the beast is.
You do not. Well, yeah, you would. She would tell you what she's looking
Okay, so what am I looking for?
for. It's a werewolf.
Werewolf.
Yes. Not just any werewolf. It's the pack leader.
I have a question about the werewolf in D&D. Do they fall under if you get bit by one, you turn into one?
You don't even have to get bit.
So if I get scratched by one, I could turn into one.
Scratch, bitten.
Yes. But here's the fun thing, right? This is the caveat with that. You don't have control of one. Two, I do. Basically, when you turn, I have control of your character. You become a monster with its own stat block. You're not you don't get to choose to change, and you don't get to choose who you attack. You don't. It's against you.
So it's 1,500 gold to fix my arm or do this quest that's probably worth way more than that gold.
Ask somebody for the gold.
I was wanting to see what my options were first. I'm gonna tell this lady that I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Captain. I'm gonna start a dialogue with you. Hey! This lady needs 1,500 gold to fix my arm.
Keep in mind that you're negotiating with a crew that was going to make you an arm, and you chose not to have that done.
It just made things way more simple.
No, we could have took 2 armor and we could have took chainmail and we could have easily. You gotta remember, me and him are master blacksmiths. We are master blacksmiths with a magical forge.
So you're now having to negotiate with a party that you've already technically upset.
2 master blacksmiths and basically
borrow a significant sum of money to get your arm back. You see the conundrum here.
Unless you're willing. Okay, this is dialogue.
That's
Unless
kind of
you're
the
willing.
fun part of this.
You want?
Is you
Hey, I got this. DM, I got this.
You're gonna
DM, I got
have
this.
money.
Damn, I got this. Unless you're willing to check out the money to go back to that warehouse and get me a set of armor, I will gladly make you an armor.
You could negotiate your share of the armor.
See?
For one, it's not going to cover the whole cost,
Or most
and
of
then
it.
you're going to have to owe somebody some gold.
And we can do it for wage.
I'm negotiating
Price
with
of
you.
death is high.
This lady's asking for 1,500 gold to fix my arm.
I told you my
And
offer.
I know. I've only got 38. What I'm asking is because you're good with the armor and mending and things like that. If we can go search somewhere for someone who's selling armor, if I can find someone that I can pay the armor for, would you make me an arm with the armor that I paid for? But I only bring this all the way. No,
Good God. The party says no.
Barney ain't paying
18 fucking sets of
The
armor.
party is saying no. They're here
18
like,
fucking I'm paying for it.
you got to remember, look. You're asking for money. That's
I'm not asking him for money. I'm asking him to make me an arm if I go out and buy some armor.
18 cents. We have the 18 cents armor, dog.
Yeah, but we gotta sell it.
You have 3 insignias already.
I thought we had to sell it just to
No.
get the money back, just to get the Neverwinter.
That's in the eventuality that you fail negotiations.
And if
It
that
was a
happens,
maybe.
I've already got that covered.
It was a maybe.
Well, I was just thinking in the sense of
Not
we
to
having to owe them back.
Not to mention, we have the money in the ship treasury to pay the difference of the armor in the eventuality that we fail negotiations.
He wouldn't even have to
We don't
check out
even know
personally.
if we have to pay them.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We've
Yeah,
not had
two
a
options here.
negotiation yet.
So if you wanted to, we could have took a piece of that armor.
It gets confusing.
And we could have made you a perfectly good
A
armor. Yeah.
mystic.
Can you do me a favor?
The mystic does not know what you wish to ask of him first.
If you do me this favor, I will get you a nice, shiny pinball.
Mystic likes the idea of cannonball. What do you want?
I need you to open a portal back to the warehouse.
The mystic is unsure of the eventuality that
If you got straight hard enough, I will get you a nice.
The mystic
Nice
would have to roll with
pearl
disadvantage and pray that the disadvantage is high enough to pull this off.
Okay. Captain, when we get back to the warehouse, will you make me an arm? I'm proficient with one arm. I don't need this other one right now.
I'm about to hack your shit arm off here in a second.
When we get back to the warehouse. And in turn, of you making me an arm with our armor that's got our insignia, it would make me an official crew member, and I can do a job for
So
you.
you belong to the ship.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
And I could do stuff for you. And I only bring up this old lady because she wanted me.
Get out
She-
from under my desk. Okay?
No, she wanted me to bring back the head of a werewolf instead of paying her $1,500.
Well, the value definitely weighs.
So there's something interesting about her, in the sense that she's working with all this shit.
One thing. You're in way over your head with the werewolf.
Wait.
I'm not saying we're gonna go do the werewolf thing, but the fact that she's got quests like that out there.
Granted, as we get higher level, yes, but I will make you an arm. Just pay the 75 gold difference for the armor piece. Out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I could do that once I get enough gold, but I didn't have enough gold at the
Perfect.
time.
It'll work.
So that's gonna have to wait.
That's gonna wait a little bit.
Yeah,
Unless you use one of the personal sets of armor that you have. Because remember, you have 3.
You have personal armor on.
We all have 3 sets of armor. That's our personal set, and we can do whatever the hell we want with it.
Right, yeah. You can wear the motherfucker, you can sell
So
the
you can,
motherfucker,
so you
melt
could
the
basically
motherfucker down.
use one of your sets of armor, give it to me, and I'll make it for you.
Yep.
You don't have to pay shit.
yeah, I'll just do that.
It's whatever you want to do. It don't matter. You want to go the route of
Okay,
finding
then
the
that's 7
werewolf and
turns
kill
ago.
it.
No, I was bringing her up because the fact that she has quests like that
Fair enough, that's a
piqued
good
my
point.
interest.
Now,
And I figured I could tell the captain that she has quests like that.
as y'all,
I'm trying to think ahead.
He's gotta do the
now
box.
as the old lady is,
I'll do that
for
later.
lack of a better title for this woman, the shaman lady is having this conversation with you. She notices the barbarian in the back of the party, the merchant that is trying his damnedest not to go into the shop, because he gets a weird feeling going in there. Because he's tied to the whole totems and everything else. He's a totem barbarian. Okay, so all the different skulls and animals and creatures and crap she's got lined in her shelves and stuff make him feel a little uneasy.
He's tying this and
Deal
Devil
with
Dog
it.
did not see this coming.
You got to tie it in somehow, though.
Devil Dog
You
did
want me
not
to
see
do
this
this,
coming.
You've not come out and said anything about your visions or what they're about
You
or
basically-
anything at this point.
You
How am I
basically,
supposed to tie in a quest line if I don't have anything to go with?
I wasn't exactly ready for the whole.
Well, you ain't ready to do shit today, but that's okay. We're gonna make that happen anyway.
You basically gave him free range to do whatever. That's not good.
So
No, we had discussed this.
we've had this discussion.
oh, never mind. Okay.
A
But I gotta set
a
it.
later process,
You are correct.
and he's throwing it in now.
Technically now is later.
You knew he was impatient. What are you talking
Y'all
about?
don't understand process at all. Y'all are just y'all ain't even thinking right today. All right, I gotta set it up, but we can't do it. We've already established you've had visions, so there has to be a point where you either talk about the visions or give something to progress the situation. Because if you don't discuss the damn visions, then you can't have the quest.
Alright. We'll go with it.
Rock on, DM.
I mean, you are the DM.
I'm just saying, you can't have a story without any backup. It's
Well,
irrelevant.
I wasn't ready for it. That is my point. I was not ready for it, and you're gonna go ahead
And if I don't go ahead now, we'll forget about it. Or you'll bring it up when there's no opportunity to actually do it. You'll be like, oh, well, I was supposed to do a quest. I'm like, well, it's too late. You know, gave up all the opportunities to start the quest. Well,
go on.
my point is, he's looking for a healer. He ends up being a shaman. It just ties in good. So she has a vision of you. That's what the whole point here is. She has a vision of you. You've been having visions. And for whatever reason, she's caught glimpses of those visions which have you in them. So she recognizes you. You don't recognize her. Because she has that kind of ability. She's a shaman. So the point is she recognizes you and she details out something that you need to do. She's telling you need to go out into the woods north of Neverwinter and search for a specific item and bring it back to her.
Okay. I do not. See, that's
Not what you
Alright.
want to do, right? Is that
Well,
what you're going to say? Not
no.
what you want to do?
no. What I actually thought we were going to discuss was going to search for a person,
Correct.
not an item.
Instead, I skipped that, and you have found the person due to his decision to look for somebody to fix his arm. I went ahead and just tied it in. Because healer, physician, shaman, they all pretty much perform the same task.
All right, whatever. Let's go with it.
Okay. I just found it easier. Because then I got to find a different way to tie it in later. It's probably less of a cue to do so. Easier for me.
We're on the ship. He's forging his arm. Right?
I don't have the downtime to do it.
We're not
No.
We're not on the ship anymore. We are in Neverwinter. We are looking for the Lord of Neverwinter. We stopped in one of the shops because he had shown interest in wanting to have his actual arm fixed. He decided not to do so because it costs too much money, and the quest that she wants in return for the money is too damn hard for him to even consider doing. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
At this point in time.
It's a werewolf hunt.
He's basically, once we get back home, right?
I will take
To
my
have a temporary fix.
I will take my downtime and I will make
Correct. Once the downtime is available and you'll make it back to the warehouse.
That's why I wanted to be
Fire
proficient with
people,
one
that
arm.
whole bit.
wanted to upgrade my hammer, but my
Which you can't do yet anyway.
yeah, I can't.
Hey, what that little what?
We gotta get to like level
there?
5 before that becomes available.
She did that shit.
Okay, so
We're inside a shaman truck, right?
we are.
Hey, what's that little white bag of powder there?
That is my vision.
Get the mystic out of here. Someone kick him out the damn door.
That is the shaman's, mystical stuff. She uses it to have her visions and see her paths and
Crack.
whatnot. It's more specific than that. It's more like the angel does, but
There is the crazy we were missing for an hour and a half.
I'm just saying, that angel dust.
So that shit makes you see shit.
Exactly.
You buy that? I will.
Mystic is looking at the bag with interest now, and they're like, no.
No one grabbed the mystic.
Get him out of here. Anyway, so y'all inquire while you're in this shop. You talk to the shaman and ask for directions to the Lord's residence.
Before I need to ask the shaman lady one question.
It's dialogue.
What kind of beast should I kill to infuse the power of it to this totem?
It's a good question.
Good question.
Good
And you're
question,
asking
dog.
the right person. Okay, so
Fair.
let's see. It needs to be a wraith, a spirit creature of a substantial power level. Well, you're imbuing spirit energy. You're trying to not have a consequence to dying.
That's
It
pretty.
would have
That's
to be
pretty.
some kind of spirit of
That's pretty hefty.
heavy value.
Yeah, you're right. It's what level of fucking break.
Yeah, I know. I know what level of rate this.
So, yes,
Say it again.
No.
No.
I have a totem statue. Or no.
no, it's not a statue. It's
Let me
a
see if
figurine type thing. It's a representation of your.
No, the necklace was
No.
one thing, but
That's what I'm saying. You
Look at
have
that.
a totem, a representation of
Split in half.
your type of totem. Whatever animals that you beseech for your powers, you have a representation of that on your person. Which
that's
could be
what the
anything.
necklace was for.
We decided against
No,
that.
just go.
Remember, the necklace is supposed to have a magical effect. The totems don't have a magical effect.
That is.
All right,
disgusting. I forgot
Their
how
magical
that
effect
was.
is you use them to beseech your
Never mind.
power.
Never mind.
Anyway,
How do we function better?
I don't know.
because it's the weekend. Not to mention they
Well, we never discussed the totem per se.
as a group.
never-
No.
We never discussed the necklace, even though we got the necklace.
We discussed
Figured it out.
how we were gonna, what the necklace was gonna do, and how we were gonna start that quest, which I improvised because it was convenient. Understand, I wanted to do it a little differently, but opportunity arose, and we took said opportunity because it just made sense. Because there's no telling what's going to happen next, or what decisions y'all are going to make, or where we're going to end up, and at that point, there may not be an
Yeah.
opportunity for it.
Like right now.
That's my point. We've discussed this opportunity, and it's not that far away. If we're going back to Luskin, it wouldn't be improper for us to make a stop and take a hunt through the woods and find said thing. Not to say we couldn't hunt a werewolf in the process, but do y'all really want to risk that?
No.
Fuck no. Them werewolves.
Because they're strong.
I'd rather go for the race than the fucking werewolf.
I'm good for the werewolf.
Wraiths can be the death of any kind of highly powerful creature. You can fight a wraith.
Same thing with Ray.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, wraiths are basically the after product of a dead creature. So, if you kill the wrong creature, it could become the wraith that you need to kill.
So it may come up later. He may pencil whip that shit in and like,
Anywhere.
it's like, oh, we killed this pirate captain. Oh, guess what? He starts turning shit.
I've just not set up a good I tried setting up a decent combat encounter, but they all rolled too high. It didn't work.
Okay.
What I wanted to do.
Directions to the Lord of the Neverwinter.
Correct.
So then we all need to be off this shit then.
Where's the- All right, so
It technically would be the Great Hall, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Would be the sort of biggest building.
yeah, the biggest building, which would end up coincidentally being this.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's close to the dock and
So we gain directions from the Lord, and we go as a group, assuming that's you. way the hell over here because you want to be over.
Anti-social.
Well,
Anti-social
I'm
douchebag.
jumping off the
Yeah,
ship at first,
Mhm.
and nobody decided to go anywhere.
There was
Yes,
no
we are
reason.
live, Shadow. Hi.
So
No.
we have made it in
Hi, the
here,
Shadow.
and the receptionist, you know, the little lady at the desk there that receives the guests for the Lord is like, who are you? And
Yes.
this is basically where y'all gonna have to start your convincing.
We gotta say all this. It's
Because
on
you gotta
YouTube.
find a way.
Let's cut stream and then come back. Because we gotta cut these short. Remember?
Where we at?
What's the timestamp on this one?
Hour 58.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, y'all. Appreciate y'all watching so far. We're just trying to keep the streams just a little short so people will not mind watching them.
We're gonna take a short break. Right back.
Thank you.